I went on my very first cruise in 2019 and I instantly fell in love with it. I actually booked 2 more cruises, but 2020 happened and everything was canceled. However, 2021 is looking pretty good for the cruising industry and I finally went on my second cruise in September 2021. Hi, my name is Sarah. Before marrying Ricky, my husband, I told him that I wanted to travel the world and asked him if he wanted to do the same. He said yes, so here we are. We went on board the Mariner of the Seas out of Port Canaveral, Florida. The cruise left on Labor Day on Monday and came back to Florida on Friday. It was a 4-night cruise stopping in Nassau and Coco Cay. But in today's video, I am going to share with you what we did on our first and only sea day. Sea day is probably Ricky's favorite because we got to sleep in and we get to hang out around the ship all day long. If you missed our first video in this series, make sure you check the description box for the link to that video. Go ahead and watch it right after you finish watching our sea day vlog. And if you are new here and somehow stumble upon our channel, make sure to subscribe. So, first things first, food. We left our cabin probably at around 10 a.m. and we were hungry. So, we decided to go up to deck 11 and check out the Windjammer for late breakfast. We didn't really want to eat too much because we actually already had a lunch reservation at Jamie's Italian at noon. Since we were already on deck 11, we decided to check out the sports complex. Maybe because the capacity was really low, there were not that many people outside. And also, it was pretty warm, so maybe a lot of people stayed inside. We also got to sit around a pool chair looking out at the ocean real quick before we headed over to the sports complex. It was really nice, and I'm pretty sure I fell asleep for a little while over there. You probably have heard the horror stories of people waking up super early to reserve their own pool chair, but in this sailing, I'd never seen that. When we were looking and just walking around deck 11 and we decided to chill real quick on a pool chair, we didn't have to fight with anybody. It was really nice, and I think the main reason that happened was because the capacity is really low. We didn't really see a lot of people around trying to reserve their own pool chair. We also passed by Johnny Rockets just to check it out and to see what that's all about. We didn't actually eat here though because we have been many times to Johnny Rockets on land, so we felt like we didn't really need to eat here, especially because our cruise was really short. It was only a 4-night cruise. So we didn't really have a lot of time to try out different things because we love the MDR, but it was just kind of cool to check it out and see where it is, and I can totally see the appeal of eating at a Johnny Rocket on board a ship. So after checking out Johnny Rockets, I'm pretty sure we went a couple decks up to the Flowrider. This is actually my first time seeing the Flowrider on a cruise. On our very first cruise, which was on the Enchantment of the Seas, there was no Flowrider. When we were there were actually a few people kind of in line to go on it. Honestly, I was too scared to try it out. Maybe on our next Royal Caribbean cruise we might try it out. I told Ricky to go on it, but I think he was a little bit scared as well. Right behind the Flowrider, you get to see the water slides on board. It was again our first time on a cruise ship with water slides. Our last cruise, the ship was pretty small, which I actually really do like, but then on this one you get to see different things like the Flowrider and the water slides. If you stay tuned on the next video, we actually went on the slides a few times. I will tell you more about it, so make sure you subscribe to our channel so you don't miss it when the videos are out. Kind of right next to the Flowrider, there's this area with hammocks that you can use to chill out and maybe take a nap. There's also these like climbing things. I'm pretty sure they are only for kids. I only saw kids climbing up there. I didn't see any adults. I'm pretty sure we as adults cannot go on that. But it was just super cool to have things to do for your kids if you are planning to have them cruise with you on board. And from what I saw, they really had fun. It seems like they did. And if I were like a little kid, I would definitely be super stoked to climb those things because they look really fun. If you walk to the other side of the flowriders and the water slides, you get to see the actual sports complex, I guess. There was a big rock climbing wall on the back of the ship, I'm pretty sure. I didn't really see anyone manning the rock climbing wall, and I didn't really see anyone going on it, so I wasn't sure if they were closed for that sailing, but I didn't see anybody on it or around it. But if you want to do a rock climbing session on a ship, you can do so on board of Mariner of the Seas. And then after we walk around a little bit on deck 13, we decided to have a little one-on-one basketball. I will leave you with this time lapse, but leave a comment down below and guess who won this game. Do you think it was me who won the game, or do you think it was Ricky? If you leave a comment below, I will let you know who won the game. So after that one-on-one basketball game, we got pretty warm and we decided to head over inside, and we actually stumbled upon the arcade. We walk inside and we walk around to look for maybe some kids or maybe adults who would be playing inside the arcade, but as you can see, nobody was in there. And may I point out that the arcade was huge. There were a lot of games that we've played before at other arcades on land. We also probably passed by the arcade on our very first cruise, but from what I remember, it was pretty small. There's probably like less than 10 games, but as you can see here, the arcade inside the Mariner of the Seas is really big and there's a lot of options. Alright, after a little bit of exercise, we finally walked over to our Jamie's Italian lunch reservation right at noon. When I was making reservations pre-boarding online, the reservation was full. Our reservation that we got at noon on the second day was the only one left. So I expected that all the tables will be filled with people, but as you can see, there was only one other table when we got to the restaurant. So for Jamie's Italian, you actually paid a little bit extra. It was $19.99 per person on our sailing, and that's already including tip. But you get to choose however much you want to eat. You can get something from their appetizer menu, their pasta menu, their main entree menu, and definitely the dessert menu. We definitely ordered way too much, but everything was so good. So let's start on the appetizers first. We ordered their famous meat plank. It came with 2 cans of tomato paste on the bottom to hold the plank. It was super delicious. I love cheese, meat, and olives, so I was already going to order it anyway before our waiter highly recommended it. We also ordered the calamari. I feel like you just have to order calamari at an Italian restaurant. It was again super delicious. I wished we ordered another one, but I knew it would be way too much food for the both of us. You probably won't know this about me, but I love pasta. One of the reasons why I wanted to go to Jamie's is because of the pasta. And on the menu, the pasta is separate from the main entrees. I was torn between two, so what did we do? We ordered both. We got one with the bolognese sauce and the other one with the creamy carbonara sauce. Both of them were so good. On top of the 2 pastas we ordered, we also ordered separate entrees. Ricky got the Caesar salad and I got the pan-roasted salmon. Let me tell you about the salmon. That dish was so delicious. If you are going to Jamie's Italian, I would highly recommend ordering the pan-roasted salmon. The sauce that comes with it has other seafood inside it. Ricky was going to order the same, but there's crab and shrimp in the sauce and he's allergic to all of them, so he opted in for the Caesar salad, which he said was also really good. We couldn't finish all of the food, not because we didn't like it, it was because there was so much food. Like, we definitely were ordering with our eyes, and I really wish we have like a couple other people with us so we can share all of the pasta and all of the entrees. I know I said we were so full, but there's always space for desserts. Especially if you're on a cruise, you can always walk it up later, right? So Ricky got the classic tiramisu and I got what our waiter recommended. I think it was the blueberry cheesecake. It was really good. I was kind of skeptical about it because I usually stick with the classic New York cheesecake with strawberries, but this one I actually really like. So again, I highly recommend getting that blueberry cheesecake if you are going to Jamie's. If you watched our first cruise vlog from 2019, which I will link in the description box below and also on the iCard up above, you know that we enjoyed bingo a lot. We didn't win anything on our first cruise when we played bingo, but it was just a really fun thing to do. Since they have bingo on this cruise, and I'm pretty sure on any other Royal Caribbean cruise, we decided to go check it out. As we were sitting down to wait for the session to start, someone from the shore excursion came over and she was going to draw a name and give away one Thrills Water Park admission ticket, which is the water park in Coco Cay. And guess who won?
Alright, let's see who's the lucky one. Ricky Louis from...
That's me.
Okay, so Ricky. Where is Ricky? There you go, Ricky.
It was Ricky. It was so crazy that we won a ticket. We did not expect that at all. We originally wanted to go to the water park, but we decided to cancel it. And since we won one ticket, we had to buy another one for me. Here's a question for you. If you have cruised recently or maybe in the past, a couple years back, did you go to the bingo games? You probably will see in the next video that we went to yet another bingo game. We just love bingo. I told Ricky that we should go to a bingo game here in Las Vegas because we do have that in the casinos. So maybe we will go this weekend. Who knows? Before our dinner reservation, we decided to go back to the cabin to change, and we got a little surprise. We got a birthday cake towel thing in our room. When we booked this cruise, I told our travel agent that we kinda were celebrating my birthday. My birthday was in August and we went on the sailing in September. I think that's how they knew that it was kind of my birthday. They also actually surprised me one other way, and I will tell you all about it in the next video. Speaking about the next video, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do before you leave. I have plenty more vlogs from our sailing on the Mariner of the Seas, and you don't want to miss it. So after we freshened up in the cabin, we headed over to the MDR. I've only been on Royal Caribbean cruises so far, but I think their MDR food is pretty good. The service by our waiters was as exceptional as the day before, and I really enjoyed interacting with them, and we purposely made a reservation with them again for the second night. For appetizers, Ricky ordered the green salad again. He said he wanted to eat more vegetables, and he also ordered the crispy calamari. I obviously had some, and they were good. As for me, I got the same appetizers as yesterday, which was the escargots and the shrimp cocktails. For people who know Ricky, they know that he can eat. So on this night, he actually ordered 2 main entrees. He got the duck and he also got the roasted beef tenderloin. As for me, I ordered the beef tenderloin as well. Don't worry though, I also ordered 2 entrees on this sailing, and you just have to follow along these vlogs to find out when and what I ordered. After dinner, we went straight ahead to the Royal Theatre. For some reason, we really love our dinner/show setup on this cruise. We usually go to dinner at around 7:30, 7:45 p.m. and then right when we're done, it is showtime. Tonight's show was a combination of some musical and dance performances, and the highlight was this comedian juggler guy. Ricky and I honestly love comedy shows, but this guy also juggles, and he did a really cool juggling number toward the end of the show. Well, that concludes our first and only sea day on board the Mariner of the Seas. I have plenty more videos for you, so if you don't want to miss out, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Before I go, here is a question for you. What was the most number of entrees you've ordered when you're on a cruise? Let me know in the comments and let's see who can eat the most. I think the most entrees we've ordered were probably 5 total, I want to say, maybe 4. We tried not to eat so much, even though we know we can order as much as we want to, but we just don't want to waste food. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in our next video. Bye!